everyone. What are we doing today? So, on the previous stream, we had some. First of all, let me just not be rude. I'm Zach, and this is the Guy Ocho stream, where we work on stuff I want to learn, and sometimes stuff you want to learn as well. So, feel free to let me know if you want to learn something and such. So, what are we going to work on today? Today we're gonna go further and try and fix up our Zephyr issues. Yesterday, we kind of ended up finding out that this was the issue in our. This is why the capture sample was failing, and it was failing chiefly because the capture sample, or rather the video Smart DMA from NXP expects RGB 565, and then it does also expect it in hi Bartholomew. It does also expect it in 320 by 240 pixels. However, whenever we ran this, which I'll do just now, we were getting different numbers, and that was becoming a problem. So I'm gonna quickly run this, and then we'll look at it. So you'll see what's happening then. So cool. And it's here, and I actually don't even need to run it probably. I probably can just screen, and I probably can use that, and I probably can just reboot this machine, and we can get some issue out of it. Oh, I do need power, not just USB. Not just serial. So there goes. We have serial working, and if I refresh this thing, hopefully we get something out. No, this is LED blinking. So cool. So let's build this, and then we'll go from there. So West build -B FRDM subsys. I think this was a capture sample that we were working on. So let's actually change the capture sample. I was testing some UVC stuff today. Samples, drivers, video capture. So let's build that. We'll build that and run it, and hopefully we can see what the issue is. But this is so we can see it. Today's fix is going to be not so much code. In fact, I hope the fix is going to be only one line of code. But the explaining of why the fix ends up being one line of code might be a bit more than we expect. So we'll check it out and we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is good. So I actually spoke to Joshua and also Fee from I hope I'm saying his name right. Fee from NXP, and we found out what the problem was. And the issue is basically a mismatch between the interface, video SDMA, and the sensor, which is the OV5640. That's kind of the problem. So what I do now is I just would like to run the app so that we can get a log out of it, and then we can go towards fixing it. Hopefully the patch that we agreed on might actually work. So we'll see what happens now. Cool. So that's it built, and then I'll do a West flush. There you go. And that should give us a nice log somewhere here. It does indeed run. Yeah, it's running. It's still flashing. Okay, cool. So that really should give us a log. I do not know why we're not getting a log. Oh, I remember why you're not getting a log, because I changed something yesterday. So yesterday I was trying to fix this, and I probably changed it here in Zephyr, in samples, in drivers, and in video, and then in capture. So I did change something here, and I believe I changed the main here, and I changed something I. So something this I. Yeah, so this is 0. It's okay, cool. So that's fine. That's 0. Yeah, cool. So this was previously I. So yesterday this was I, and I think this is what is making everything fail right now. So let's actually just go back to what it was, because I was trying to point it towards the correct sensor. So let's actually see. So that's saved, and then let's build it. Okay, let's build it and see what happens. So we don't get a log out right now, because I just suspect to get it just goes straight to crashing, and yeah, that's it. So let's try and see if this actually goes back to the crash that we had before, because if it can go back to the crash that we had before, then we can come back and fix this, and bada boom, bada bim, it's done. Let's see. So we want to probably see if we can get the same crash that we had yesterday without my trials. I probably got like some sort of seg fault, and then it just died without telling me, and I understand, because I probably tried to touch some memory that is untouchable in some weird way. This is where JTAG is good, and this does have JTAG, and I do have a JTAG probe somewhere, but I kind of know what the problem is, so I don't want to go dig into that, and I don't want to do boundary scans right now. But at some point we will do boundary scans and stuff. We will have that problem. In fact, we already have that problem in lots of places, so don't worry about using JTAG. We will end up using JTAG at some point. Just don't want to pull out a machine gun if I don't need it. So I'm going to flash that, and that should actually give us something, and hopefully we do get some sort of output here. Amazing. Yes. So then we're back to the crash we had yesterday. So SDMA get format implodes with width 1280, height 720, and this if you read it backwards is PRGB, which this is RGBP backwards, so it's actually the thing we expect. If you convert that to hex, well, anyways, let's do it. Copy decimal to hex. So decimal to hex here, it should be something like this, and then if this is decimal to hexadecimal, no, hexadecimal to text. Convert, yeah. Is it zero cross? Convert, no. Anyways, if you convert this backwards, it's RGBP. That's all I can say right now. I don't want to spend the time on the stream to do that right now. Although that might be what you guys want me to do. But let's go through this issue. So let's now go back to actually the code that we want to look at, and then we can actually start fixing this. So number one, video SDMA. If I'm in the right place. Okay. Actually, we might still have it here. Video MC. Yeah. So this actually check sensor format if it's not RGB 565 320 by 240. So this is actually telling us what the issue is. Video SDMA expects RGBP, which is that, and then RGBP with a size of 320 by 240. So we are getting RGBP, but we're not getting, what do I call it? We are getting RGBP, but we're not getting, how do I say it? So, yes, I'll do it. Cool, no worries. So, Joshua just showed me something. So if I put this in here, V, and then I do a convert. No. Why? What if I do to Unicode? Convert. Anyways, the string we started with, that converts to this in hex, converts to that, the thing that I just pasted now, which is copy, converts to this in hex, and this in hex becomes PBGR, which is RGBP backwards, which means it's the same. But our bigger problem that we can see is it expects, video SDMA expects RGBP 320 by 240, and our logs tell us we are getting RGBP. This converted to hex is RGBP. We're getting RGBP, but at a width of 1280 and 720. So that's actually the problem. If we modify this width to 320 and 240, this should work. And wherein lies the problem? Where is this problem? So there's a mismatch. There's a mismatch here. There's an image sensor that is actually setting its format to 320 by 420, which is its default. But then there's an interface here, which is video SDMA, and that expects data in a certain way. So there's a mismatch between what the sensor is setting and what the interface needs to be set. And so in Linux, which is what the Zephyr video API is trying to fix, there's a media controller, and the media controller does the negotiation between the sensor itself and the interface, and it manages to do an arbitration there, and somehow it can get them to agree on which types and which type. So let's actually go look at the documentation for video SDMA, so that we just get a sense of what video SDMA expects. And then I'll pose for questions just now. Let me open this document, and then as it's opening, I can pose for questions. Oh, sorry, went to the wrong screen. Cool. So we have this document, which is SDMA implement camera interface on MCXN MCU. Let me pose for questions, and then we come back here. Let's go. Questions. Any questions so far? None. Cool. So let's go back and look at this thing. So what does this need? What does video SDMA need? So, cool. The supported formats are RGB 565. The maximum image transfer rate is 30 FPS VGA for 640 by 480. For small RAM, reduce the image size, and OV5640 is the tested camera module. That's why it worked straight on when we tried. Yesterday we did try with the OV5640, which I have somewhere here. But we did try it with the OV5640 and it worked straight away. I'm not gonna do it now. If you do desire to, you can go and look at the previous stream to this one, and it will kind of show how that works. So what we want to do today is we want to make it so that it can. This is amazing. It's a different one than the one I expect, but it's okay. We can scale it. We can scale and crop later, so that's not a problem right now. But we need to at least adhere to what the code is driving us towards. So sometimes the documentation and the code doesn't match, but I trust the code more. The code is trying to tell me to use 320 by 240. And the problem here today is the arbitration between the image sensor, and the video interface. And the way we need to the way we can fix this is because we need to call what is it? We need to call get format. I think we need to call get format. This is because there is a set format. Let's see. There is a set format. Let's see here in main. So let's see something like, is it set format? Yeah. So this is setting the format, and this is setting the format for that, and it's setting this. So come on, set format. Okay, cool. And then I want to go here and I want to go where you define GB. And this is the format that's defined there, but where you, let's actually find FMT. And let's go there, that's that, that's that, that's that, that's that. We're not using all of these, so it's fine. Video string to CC format. So yeah. So you can see here it's picking the pixel format that we set in the config, and then it wants to pick the width and the height that goes with that format here. So it is actually setting that format, but this format that it sets here is not agreeing with the interface one. So what we need to do, actually, it's a very simple fix. What we actually need to do is here in the video SDMA callback here, what we need to do is get the format that has been set. So actually, let's do this. Let's do something like ret. So we need a ret. Okay, yeah. Ret in here we want to get equals video set format, and then here we want to set it to which format here. We want to go to this config, and then this will hold the sensor device, and then this in here in the sensor device we will get the format from it. I think so. Okay, that's it. That's it. And we can obviously, this being Zephyr, we can add some correction. We can add some error handling here. If ret is not equal to 0, so if it fails here, we should actually do something like log error. Sensor device does not support RGB 565. Is it RGB 565? Something like that. And then we can do that, and then we can say that, and then we can make sure that is over, and then in here we can say just give me a moment. Yeah, this is now invalid now, because this will be different. This will be touching something we don't want to touch, we don't care about right now. So let's do a print K SDMA format has been set, and that's really it. So instead of waiting for a media controller to do the arbitration for us, what we are doing here is we're basically doing the arbitration ourselves. Yes. And this is because we want to match what the sensor is being set on the other side and what the interface is going to expect. Remember, with video there's quite a bit of split. There's a image sensor which just captures frames, and then there's a video interface which arranges a certain number of frames at a certain rate so that you get an actual video. And you can go all the way down to a point where you're actually sampling pixel by pixel, basically. So let's actually see video set format. This should actually fix it for us, I think. And then we should, I think, yeah, this is we should not go on from there. So we should return ret in here so that we don't actually keep going with some broken code. If we try, I'm scared of trying this and it just works. Anyways, if it just works, and then we can always build, we can write a commit, and we can open a PR for West and all of that stuff and see if it works. So let's build that. And then while it's building, let's do some questions. Any questions so far right now? By the way, thank you all so much for joining up. This is so cool. If you want to join the community where I announce the streams and we decide what we're working on, and basically where Bartholomew shouts at anyone who doesn't do the thing. There's a link in the description for a Discord. Join us, and it should be fun. Yeah, let's see if this actually works. If this doesn't work, I have to stop, because then I have no hypothesis, unless something else breaks and we can go fix that. So let's actually see. Let us actually see. Any questions so far while this is building? Amazing. This jumped up, so let's go. Let's see. Any questions? Any questions so far? Does anyone have any questions on what we're doing today and how we're doing it? For the people joining the stream, there's a Discord link in the description. If you want to join our community, do join. Do let us know what you are working on and everything, and we can work together. And now we can share work and load and all that. Rest flash. So I'm gonna flash that and see what happens. Yeah. I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully we don't get the same error. Even if we do get an error, we can get a different error and we can go debug that. I'm okay with that, but hopefully we don't get the same error. So I'll see what we do. Okay, cool. That's not good. Obviously, that's not good. We get the same error now, so this is actually quite perturbing. So let's actually think about it. So, and it doesn't say sensor does not. It's okay at that point. It's okay. So that's not the issue. That is definitely not the issue. So let's actually look. 5640. What changes do you make here? Car pixel rate. Fall 64. This is okay. Modify this. So we actually get the same error. This is a problem. We should not get the same error. Let's look at this. So get video format, that's that, but that's fine. It gets the video format, and then it goes through here and it sets everything into that, into 0, into 0, into 0. That's okay. And then it calls video set format here, and that doesn't break. It just goes into that. So let's actually do SDMA format has been set, and then we can do let's do width, height. I really thought this was gonna be such a short stream, because I was like, yeah, we're just gonna finish it in 5 minutes. Unless I also do this thing. I avoid working on things when I'm not on the stream, especially if I planned on working on it on the stream, because otherwise I would just get here with everything fixed, and then it wouldn't be a stream of mine, because my streams are like, just do it the way I would do it normally, and then we can go from there. So actually, let's build that and let's see. What I want to confirm is that we're setting the correct height and width. And then once we've confirmed that, we can kind of move on to the next thing. So I have no idea why that would fail, but we'll find it. We'll find it. Don't worry about it. So I also would like for this to actually just make a new line so that I can actually see it, and then I don't want to mess with the logs, because sometimes I don't want to activate all the logs in here and then I have too many logs to look at. It's basically my story. So I'll stop that and then I'll rebuild it and then we can go again. Any questions so far on why we're jumping through files and still having errors? Any questions so far? So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to match the sensor format and the sensor device format and the interface device format. So that's SDMA and OV5640 basically. We're trying to get them to match, and then if they match, we will likely have a working sensor or something. And it won't break them. I would love to not do 3 streams on this. I would love to fix this here, and I would love to not have to go back and try and fix it with the other people on the Zephyr stream, on the Zephyr server, basically. Okay, so that's done. West flash. Okay, cool. So the other option here is to just go back and try and check what format is being set in main and see if we can actually get that one sorted out. It's still doing the same thing? It is still doing the same thing. It's still doing the same thing. Oh my word, what did I do wrong? So fetch video set format and that and that and that and that and that. Okay, let's go debug in main. Might as well. So set format. So I would like to know what format here. Video set format, unable to set format. Wait. Just relax. Just relax. Unable to retrieve video format. Cool. So that's not the one we want to go for. Unable retrieve. So video get format. This actually fails. Who sets this in the first place? Who sets this? Why? So let's actually just walk through wherever format is kind of mentioned so that we actually go with it. So let's go all the way to the top. Okay, cool. So that's not the one we want. That's not the one we want. That's not the one we want. We're not using that. That's not the one. This is the one we want. So we want video format. So cool. That's just a video format. Cool. And then we want format to type. So somewhere this format is being do we get CD4CC dot? Okay, cool. We do get that. Capabilities, cool. RGBP video, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. So RGB. Okay, wait. RGBP. 4cc, height mean, height max, height mean, height max, width step, width height. So that's 0. Yeah, okay. Width step, height step, 0, 0. That's fine. So with mean and with height, with max is that. That's what's being set. This is actually being set to the correct ones. It's being set to 320 and 240, but this is not actually working. I know where this is going to be. It's going to be in Smart DMA, and then I'm going to do get format. This is where it's failing, and this is where actually we this is where this is where we have this is where we've actually been working, so it's fine. Sensor device is not ready. That's cool. That's all set up. Video to set format. Actually, just okay, cool. So, can I do it outside? Can I do this outside? Oh, I know. Because look here, this is a width, and this is, I think, the width min, and that's the height, and that's the height mean, and those are being set to the correct part. So and I know they're mismatching because this is 1280 and 720, so it's picking the wrong one. Somewhere it's picking the wrong one, but the main one is setting them right. But somewhere in the middle here, it just goes wrong. This is very confusing. This was supposed to just work. I didn't want to fix it off the stream because I do the stream so people can see how you fix this. So that's not cool. Let's go into video set format and see what happens. Forward format to sensor device. This is the same thing we're doing. This is the same thing we're doing. do this. I wanna yeah, this is get format, but this is this is now insert format, so I want to just okay, so somewhere here I would like to do this. Yeah. NXP SDMA set format. Yay, more debugging. It was supposed to be an easy Friday, man. Well, man and girls. Does anyone have an idea of how to handle this? Does anyone have an idea of what we should check next? I mean, I went to the person who wrote the video SDMA driver, and this is what they told me to do, and I took it as truth, and I didn't check it because I knew if I checked it, I should have checked it. Then if it didn't work, I would have gone and made it work and then come back and then it's fine. But I also have work to do. Sorry, so that's a little difficult. Cool. So perhaps we can change the default format of the sensor. But let's actually just see what happens. Okay. West flash. No, where am I? West flash. Do you notice that? So SDMA set format is never actually called. Yeah, and we did save it. Video SDMA set format is never actually called, which is not a good thing. Okay, let's go look at this driver itself now. We end up here. It would be very nice if we ended up here. I mean, let's see if we can find something, so and then we'll see where it goes from there. Now we're just like shooting shots in the dark, so we'll see. I've just basically deactivated every other format other than the one that we need to pick, and then see if it actually picks the right one. And then we can sort of find out where this little miscommunication is happening. Some part of the system is not aware that another part of the system is changing something. And I don't know the new video API well enough to like, this is me trying to learn the new video API so that we can kind of like figure out how to work it. I don't know that I don't know it that well, so I'm trying to figure it out so that we can see if I can actually get there. So yeah, do allow this. And it's really hard because we have a device, we have a subsystem, we have a device, we have a subsystem, and we have an interface. Just combining all of those to know how to, which is actually in the end how you learn Elixir, 5 years ago again, which is actually in the end how you learn Zephyr. You get this tour. If you have a thing that is broken and it forces you to walk through everything in the file, everything in Zephyr, you end up learning what's happening in most places. Since the device is not ready, so we broke something. We broke more than we wanted to break. So that's not good. That's not good. So no, it's fine. Just save and you should be okay. Somewhere in the message, somewhere in the system, we lose a message to this, and that's a problem. So I'll just go back. So let me do this. Let me do this. So shall we? Shall we do that? I'll just go here and we can discuss this. So that's it. I reported the issue. I wish I knew. Well, this is actually what is happening. So if I knew enough about the video subsystem right now, I'd be able to walk through everything and find out where maybe I need to talk it through and find out where the setter, where the thing that is setting that format, isn't it in main? So I need to find out, at some point we're setting a format, and then at some point the format that we set is not being respected. We just need to trace it. We just need to walk through every place it's set, and that's the thing I don't know how to do yet. That is the thing I don't know how to do yet. FMT. So let's just walk in here and find this thing. Yeah. Do we still have project conf? Do we still have? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you see this? Enable set format is never called. Look here. It never says enable set format. So let's actually build it again. Enable set format has never been called. So basically, yeah, let's actually do some logging here. So what we can't do here is log some stuff. Yeah, right here, right here, right here. So it does actually do it. It does actually log it for ourselves. So we do see it here. Yeah, this is already logged. Look, it's here. It's 3 RGBP width, height, that. So that's already logged actually. RGBP, yeah, video format, video format, video format. So let's actually look again. Info main, video device, RGB. Capabilities. So let's actually go to capabilities. It's failing right after capabilities. So in the original one it was going through yeah, unable to retrieve video format, but it was going to capabilities, right, unable to retrieve video format. So here, you see here, we're getting the correct width. Yes, this is the 3. We're getting the correct height. That's the 3. And then this is a format to that. And this is the one that actually fails. Unable to retrieve video format. Let's actually go to that format function. We know why this fails because we've been here before. We really have been here before. So this get format technically happens to be this one. That get format is this one. This is what is happening. This is the one. So this is the one. This is the one. And this is the one we've patched. Coincidentally as well, this is the one that we patch here, you see. So this is fine. And we do end up in here. Bartholomew, do you see the error? Bartholomew, do you see the error, dude? Does anyone see the error? Yeah. Look at Bartholomew, look at everything we did. We changed everything. Yeah, we actually fixed the code the way it was supposed to be fixed. And then we never removed the thing that returns the error. So the fix happens, but we do return an error. We still return an error. We still return. Oh my word. I think we need to do So here, we want to do that basically. We want to do this. You don't want to return the thing that was failing before. You want to do return ret. So that, yeah, so that if this actually works and it doesn't drop into here, we return the actual 0. So this means we need to rebuild. I'm gonna build. Just give me a moment. I need to do a little break. One moment. I need to do a break and then I'm coming. I'm back. I am back, and it's almost. It is almost built. So let's actually see. Let's see if this actually is a fix that we're looking for. So. So this is good. This is good. So let me copy this. Let me copy that and yeah, let me copy that and report that. So this is good. So we're getting an error from NXP SDMA. That's fine. So this is perfect now. This is perfect. Unsupported format. This is okay. Cool. Let's now actually go to unsupported format. So one of these doesn't match. So we still have some. We still have some issue somewhere. We still have something that is actually triggering this. So this should not be this should not be 1280 720 here. That should not be that. That should not be that. That should be something completely different, because here so that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It works. It's picking the wrong sensor. It's picking the wrong width and height. Yeah, this actually works. This works. This works. This is not our. This doesn't happen to be our biggest issue. Ah, we're not supposed to do this. Okay. No, we're not supposed to do that. We're only supposed to do that if we end up in there. Otherwise, we shouldn't. We should just let it fall through. Okay, cool. We should let it fall through. So that's fine. That's still we still actually had an issue. So just give it a moment there. Let's give it a moment there, and then let's try again. Let's try again. We shouldn't return out of here. We should actually let everything run through, and then we should just actually go through there. That's fine. So that's fine. Yeah, that's because we returned there. Okay, cool. So actually, let's see. We've gone through 2 errors now, so this might actually change, and we might actually end up with the correct one. I don't see how, but it would return unsupported format, because if you left out of that, then not everything else is done properly. So yeah, that's okay. That's fair. Cool. Let's actually do this. Any questions so far? I mean, someone has to have questions. Either that, or I'm just doing things that don't exist. Or it's so obviously easy, I'm the one who's getting it wrong. Okay, cool. So that's that. Okay, cool. So that's that. West flash. So that's cool. Who is setting 1280 720? Who is setting 1284 720? Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Who's doing that? FMT width equals where? Okay. Set format and where's set format getting called? Where is set format getting called? So that's cool. Let's go into init. Let's go into init and see what we can actually find out. So let's actually go into init, and yeah, here in init, at the end of init here, that's actually just called before we log out of init. So let's log error. This is format W H, and then here we want to do FMT with FMT format it from somewhere else. Where do I get format again? Where do I get format? Where do I get format? Dev config internet. Dev config video format. Video format has to be passed in. Who holds video format? Who controls this pointer? Who controls this pointer? That's the first thing we need to find out. Who controls this pointer? This format pointer, who controls it? So let's put a space. Let's put a space after, and then we can find. Okay, FMT. What is space before? Okay, cool. We are already in here, so it is already wrong. I think we need to go and figure out what's happening in main. I really think the problem is in main, and this is gonna be painful because I'm gonna have to trudge through all of this code. Anyways, that's the life of an embedded developer. You have to read more code than you would write, to be honest. Yeah, so I don't really care about that. Shall we? Shall we remove all of this? Okay, cool. Let's see all of this, all of this, all of this, all of this can be removed. Yeah, just remove that. Let's see what happens. So in main we get a format here, and nothing actually sets it, because this is just a construction of the thing. That's fine. This is not set. When video shell is enabled, if video shape is enabled, like letting user that, yeah, cool. Video device, did you chosen camera? That's fine. Video device is not ready. That actually video device is S. Do we get that? Do we get that? Video device is S. Video device, video SDMA. That's fine. That's fine. So we get that. We get that. Let's actually just keep reading. Get capabilities. That's fine. Video device capabilities. Don't smile yet. Don't smile yet. So cap type. Cups type. Okay. Unable to retrieve video capabilities. Capabilities is that. This is the capabilities. Okay, cool. So that's the capabilities. So it says capabilities. Capabilities is that. Okay, cool. So and then we go to the next part. Let's go to the next part. Get the default native format. It does find the format. Unable to receive video format. Is that unable to reset format and set format? Cool. So we can retrieve the video format. Default native format. Video get format. I kind of want to go to this and see. Hi. I want to go to this and see. We already got all of that with mean, height, mean. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Just keep going. Yeah, that's fine. This is all. We don't need this. We don't need this. I'm gonna delete stuff we don't need so that the code looks simpler, and we can walk through it better, and we can just remove it all. Because in the end. I don't think we're using all of that. So yeah, let's actually just remove that. So you can see, okay, cool. Unable to retrieve video format. That doesn't. We never fail into that. We get that just fine. And format. Oh, it just puts everything in format. So we can't actually check here. So let's actually see what it does in here. So it never. Actually, no. If that fails, if not, then that fails. So we can actually check here. Log R FMT do we get a type here? Do we want to use a type? Okay, anyways, it's fine. It's fine. Cool, that's fine. If string compare string from feed is that, do this. What does string comp do? If it's not, what does string comp do? Excuse me. What does it return? It returns a boolean, of course. Okay, so it returns 0 if they are equal. Okay, cool. So this is not equal to that, so it will set format the pixel to that. So that's okay. That's fine. It'll set in RGBP. That is okay, which is actually what we get, RGBP. Okay, cool. So that's fine. It says that, and then it says video CC from that. That's okay. Pixel format is set in there. So and then it goes video format is that. So let's look. Video format is that. Main video format is that. So we're here now. Video format is that. So that's where we are. That's where we are. Video format is that. Cool. And then that, and then it says the width and the height. That's cool. So it says video format is RGBP 1270 by 720. We might have found it. So video format is that, and then format width, format height. Who is setting video format, width and height? So somewhere this is being set. This is being set from here. Where is that? We saw that the format was being set. Caps does that. Capabilities. Do we see a capabilities log? Capabilities. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then that's that. And then that's that. And then in here, video CC to string, it becomes that, and that's okay. This is all set quite good actually. Why are you I++ in here? So it only does one, because it only does one. We only get RGBP to that. That's fine. That's capabilities. So that's okay. That's actually good, because it means the video SDMA thing is working fine. That's okay. That's cool. Get the default format type. And here and format, and that's not the one that unable to set format in main. That's the one that's failing. Perfect. But main video format is that. Why is video format that? Wait. In main, video format. So okay, cool. Actually, in main video format. So where am I getting the video format from? Where is the video format being set? video, format this, but this is format width, format height. Okay, let's do here. Let's actually log here. Let's log here. I have a feeling. Log dot error. Yeah, log underscore error. Log underscore error. And then in here, let's say initial h, initial width, initial w. Initial W D. You remember those anime initial D? I don't know who was into drifting. Yeah, I'm into drifting. I haven't drifted in a long time. All right. Yeah, no, I haven't drifted in a long time. That's okay. But it's okay. We'll get time. FMT width, and then FMT height. We might be able to find this. This is now becoming possible because and that's a problem. Oh, okay, cool. So do you want me to use dots, because that's actually the thing you want? Dot width. Okay. Dot height. Okay, cool. There's that. Why? And then after we get format here, because we get format and we fill it with that, let's see what actually does. Okay. After video get format. Excuse me. This is gonna be cool. 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 Okay. So we might actually end up discovering the source of the error, which is fine, which is actually the point of the stream. So that's fine. So let's build that, and then we'll flash it. Any more questions? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Had to try and get my cats fed. Let's actually go and flash this thing. See if we've discovered where the error comes from. Not yet, don't worry about it. Still flashing. We found it. We have found it. So now let's actually just start walking through all of these things and see where we can find, if we can find where this thing is done. One moment. Okay. So there's that. let's actually go into this video get format. It's not this one that we're really looking for. This is not the one that we want. We want the SDMA one. This one. MCUX Smart DMA. Because it's going to this one. It's actually coming here. You're mad. You're joking. You are joking. We've been here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So it appears the sensor device, config sensor device format. So get format, what does it do? It takes a device and it takes a format and it will fill that format. Where is it doing? Where does it do? It will fill that format. It will fill that format with the. So actually we need to be in the, it seems like we need to be in the 5640. Here. Oh my word. So we're in here. And we want to, we get a format. Okay. Okay, first of all, let's look at the device API. So get format is this. So this is the one. This is what is being called. This is what is being called. So okay, cool. So let's do this. Print K, because we don't know if we have logs in here. Do we have a logger in here? We probably cannot. We do have a logger in here. So we can do log error. We'll see. Get format. And this is control. Control O. So what is wait, control O. So video get format. What does this do? It takes the device and then it applies get format. So we need to be in OV and actually working with get format, because it is get format that we need to fix. Cool. This is okay. This is fine. I'm thinking now. I'm very inside. Right? So now we need to be in here, and then we need to get format. This is fine. So in here, we are setting. I think we're fine. We are look. So we're taking the pointer, we're taking whatever is in the address, and we're setting it to this driver.format, driver data.format, driver data.format, and we're getting driver data. Was Bartholomew right yesterday? Do we need to set this in DTS? was Bartholomew right yesterday? So because let's get in here. So let's actually do some log errors in here. So let's actually do this. So log error. This is okay. This is fine. We are in OV5640 get FMT. So Bartholomew might have been right yesterday. So and then we want to say N. We want to say N and then FMT drive driver data fmt dot height actually width, and then in here we want to do driver data dot fmt. Yeah, just so we can just fmt dot height, and then in there we want to say another d, and then here we want to go driver. I want to kind of make a new line here, so driver data fmt dot we want the width, and then in here we want driver data and then dot fmt dot height. Let's try this. Let us try this. We are almost getting it. I think we're almost getting to where this problem is. We're almost finding the root cause of this thing, so we should be able to. Soon we're gonna be able to patch this. Soon. Because what is going to happen now is, if we find that that height and that width are the wrong ones, then we just need to go and find out where that struct is being set and who is setting the defaults inside of it, and then maybe we can even change it to work with RGBP, or we can find a way of setting the format in the application. We'll find it. We'll find it just now. We will find it just now. I really I thought this would be. If you go back to the beginning and see it here, I really thought this was gonna be a half an hour stream and we were gonna be done, and it was gonna be Friday and we we're gonna be outside and dancing. Such is life, man. My life isn't like that. Feel free to ask questions whenever you have them. I do have the YouTube screen there, so I can always just check it out. Here we go. So driver data, height and width are wrong. So now let's actually go find out where this is being set up. So drv data. Let's look at our main again. Do we ever set the config? Do we ever set video dev, get chosen, Zephyr camera? Yeah, that's fine. We never actually set the get video. Well, we set it here, get format, and then here, this is where we set it, because we set it that way. We get it. The camera tells us what it's capable of, and then we just do what the camera wants us to do. So it doesn't feel like it's gonna be in here. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be in here now. So it feels like it's gonna be somewhere in here. And I would like to look at init. I really would like to look at init, because I think init is going to be not init controls, no, for sure. Okay, maybe. Let's see. That's okay. I don't need that. I don't need that. I need params. Okay. This is all fine. I don't see a problem here. Color matrix, sharpness, gamma correction, UV adjust, lens correction. That's fine. Init params, DVP. This is fine. I want to see init. Is it? Yeah, it is. It is DVP. It is DVP. So I do not know what's being chosen here, and then, but it's. So I want to go to this function, this one. Let's see. So it takes video format 0. Struct format equals 0. Okay, cool. Do we ever get unable to initialize sensor? No, answer modem form, and we can't fix that here. It's somewhere here. It really is somewhere here. That just give me a moment. I'll find it. It's somewhere here. So chip file ID. Aha. Let's see. Let us see. I found it. What we need to do in there, this should work. This should actually build and work. That's fine. But what we ultimately need to end up doing is to I'm thinking we need to modify the main so that actually how do we do this? We need so that it allows so it actually changes the 400. It actually need to modify main so that it actually sets the format of the video before it does anything. Let's actually see if that builds. We need to modify main so that main sets the you know what I'm saying. Main needs to be modified so that it actually sets the video format, width and height. Yes. Sure. I hope this works because I'm ready to have a Friday. Oh, Baba, come say hi. She doesn't want to say hi. Sorry. She is too shy. We fixed it. We fixed it. It's taken. Jan, do you want to see the fix? Come see the fix. Come see. Come, I'll show you. Come up here. Come. You're complaining, come. Here's Jan. Jan wants to see the fix. Well, really, capture started. We get capture started. Finally, we get capture started. And the thing we get capture started is because we changed the default. We changed the default setting, and it's now working. I wish I could run UVC so that you could see the videos, but you won't see it because UVC will actually make my OBS streaming to crash. But we have found the issue and we have fixes. So it turns out that the default resolution setting breaks video SDMA. And upon fixing that, it works. And let's actually go look at the line we fixed. This is what we fixed. So video set default default format for RGB565, and here the default resolution was set to 1280 by 720, and now we've set it to basically I can say something like this is 320 by 240. And there you go. That's how you take 3 days, you take 6 hours, and you change one line and everything works. Everything now works. So the other thing we want to find out is such a default format. So so what I need to go find out is, can I actually change it to that, or do we need to write a note somewhere and configure that? Or the solution would be to actually set the video format somewhere in main. Somewhere in main, we need to call set format to that, but we need to set the resolution. We need to basically set the width and height. But this fixes it. Anyways, thank you all so much for showing up today. There we go, 1.5 hours. We've done a Zephyr stream, and today the stream has ended with a success. Even though in the middle it seemed like we were not going to succeed, it ended with a success. So we found out how to make it work. We've made it work. It's working now. We actually patched this thing, and we now know how to actually fix it. So this is quite cool. Thank you all so much for showing up. That's it. We patched something. I'll see if we can find we've written the code that's actually made the thing work, so it works. What I now need to go back and find out is, what do we need to do in order for this to be a fix that is just permanent? It's just there all the time, okay? And it might be that we need to change main so that before somewhere here before yes, this is what I'm saying. The next step is to find out. Now we need to find out. We need to go and discuss this in the community. This is actually a community decision. Do we change the sample main? Do we write a note somewhere so that someone knows that this problem exists if you're using this camera and this device? I think in a commercial application, what you would end up doing is setting the video height and width in your application. So I think the thing we need to do is set the video height and width in our application before everything else is done. But I think I need to find out how to do that. Any questions? Any questions so far? This has been awesome. This has been awesome. Any questions, and then we can stop from there. So I'm gonna post the thread. It's the thread that I added the question to. So how do I do this? Copy the thing. So this thread, I'm gonna post it here. I'm gonna post it in the comments here, and I'm gonna post it in our Discord server. But this thread is going to contain the conversation on how to do that and how we're going to end up fixing this. I think this is done, so I'm not gonna come back and stream on this device unless we're actually doing something with it. I don't need to come back, and it's either going to be the change that we've done here, or it's going to be the change that is in main. One of those. We don't know which one, or it's going to be none, because you might have to just leave a note somewhere so people can discover this, and then we can go forward with it. Yeah, thank you all so much for showing up today. That was awesome. That was a nice session. At some point we had a lot of people on there. We had up to like 8 or 11 people watching at the same time, so that was really cool. But thank you all so much for showing up. That was amazing. Have a nice weekend. I probably will stream tomorrow, so we'll see. It will probably be on the STM. We're gonna go back to this board now. We're gonna go back to this board and try and fix it up, and try and get a camera working on it as well. So, make things work and learn stuff. Now we know. Now I know. Now we actually are quite comfortable with working video subsystem drivers and everything. So cool, amazing. Cheers. Thank you all so much. That was good. Cheers. See you people. Check you later, Bartholomew.